trust or self-confidence.
Yeah, I agree. Mohsen, how are you?
I'm pretty good actually. Thanks for asking. How about yourself?
Um, Great, thanks. Last night we didn't have you. You were absent. I was a little worried.
No, my friends can. Most of my friends came to Shira, so I just spend my time with them.
Oh, very good. Where are they right now?
Right now, I don't know. Maybe visit to the places. I don't know really.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very good. Okay, Mr. Puya, how are you? Good
Yes,
night.
fine, thank you, and good night. What
Very
about
good,
you?
thank you.
David?
Fine, fine, thanks. Thank you. Russia, how are you?
Thanks. What about you?
Thank you. Great. Mehdi, are you
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
Hello, good
I'm
night.
here.
Good
Hello,
night.
thank you.
Okay. Mehdi, do you consider yourself as a self-confident person?
Generally, all about generally, you mean? Do you
Yeah,
mean?
generally.
Uh, Generally, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, it's better to say yes. I consider myself as a confident person. I do my best in anything, in anything that I start it, and exactly for this reason, I think I consider myself as a confident person. But uh, yeah, that's it.
Very good. As you said, you are an English teacher, and I think
Yeah.
most of the teachers are confident because, confidence is one of the skills that is needed for teaching, in my view.
Yeah, so let me tell you something for achieving to this stage. When I started teaching English, I was so concerned about English grammar. It's a common thing that some students, in fact, ask ask a lot of questions that are not related with their lesson. So for being self-confident in this issue, just for this issue, I studied a book. I mean, English grammar in use. About
Very.
maybe you don't believe me, but 50 times.
Uh-huh,
50
50
times
times.
yeah, I studied it, and because I wanted, in fact, to be confident about English grammar, and I do it for other issues too, not for this for grammar or for anything that is related to English language.
Uh-huh. Very good. I will come back to you later. You answered one of the other questions simultaneously. I wanted to ask you how can we boost our confidence? And you said that with gaining information, more information, we can be more confident. But in order to discuss more, I will come back to you again. Okay, Mr. Mohsen, how about you? Do you consider yourself as a confident person?
Uh, if I want to be honest, I'm almost a confident person. I'm confident in some of areas of my life. For example, my career or communication with other people, but not in all area of my life. No, I'm not confident in all of my part, all of my
Mhm.
areas of my life.
Yeah, but being confident in jobs is really important. What is your
Yeah,
job?
I'm researcher.
Researcher.
Yeah,
Very good. In what field?
electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering. You
Yeah.
mean that for example, you work in a university?
Uh, uh, Sometimes, yeah, but beside this work, I write a question for Qalamchi and Gaj Institute.
Oh, very interesting job.
Maybe.
That is really nice. Yeah. For physics.
Physics and mathematics.
Physics and mathematics. Oh, that is great. I remember that they used to write the name of the question designer under the questions. That's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Okay, and you are a PhD student right now?
No, maybe the next year I'm immigrate to Sweden for my PhD.
Sweden. Sweden.
Yeah.
Mm. And where did you graduated from?
Shiraz University.
Shiraz University. BS and MS both?
No, my master was enriched by my bachelor in Shiraz University.
So your last degree is from Rasht University.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, if you don't mind, please tell me that now in which university you are working as a researcher.
Sometimes most of my times in the University of Shiraz right now, but sometimes I teach in Azad University for teaching, but for researching and for a teacher assistant and research in Shiraz University.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Very good.
Thank you.
I wish you more success. Okay, Mr. Puya, it is your turn. And tell us, I can guess that as you are a really active person, you should be a confident person, but you can tell us yourself.
Yeah. Actually, I consider myself as a self-confident person because always all of my friends tell me that, and they consider me as an optimistic person, and they most of the time they tell me that you are a risky man, and you do you take some risks to
Very good. Take.
achieve your goals, and you have some solution for all problems that may ban your way to achieve your goal. This is something that my close friends or my co-workers say tell me that most of the time. Yes, and I think honestly, I think yeah, I'm a person who is self-confident.
Very good. Okay, can you tell us how did you gain this skill?
You know, I because maybe because my measure in master degree was analyzing the systems. Because of that, I think about the problems, and I most of the time I try to solve it. And in my idea, there isn't any problem that we cannot solve it, and we have to just focus on it. And don't worry about some barriers that maybe come in the future, because I'm sure that I will find the best way to solve them.
Very good. Great. Do you consider yourself as a confident father?
Yes, although this is hard to be
Answer.
a good father and answer the nowadays problems of our children. But I try and I think I can overcome this kind of problems because
Oh,
you know, yes, teenagers' problems nowadays is new and maybe we cannot comment.
exactly different from your generation.
Yes, yes, exactly. That very different because the new technologies changed all the lifestyles nowadays, and I and my generation's father and some other fathers, those are the my generation as my generation. They have these kinds of problems, and they just try hard to understand the new generation. But you know, solving these kinds of problems is one of the hardest ones.
Yeah, yeah. Are you a friend with your son?
Um, I I try not to be a close friend because I have to play my role as a father. You know?
Uh-huh,
But
uh-huh.
yes, um, I want to not to be stumble, and I want to be in the middle, and
Uh-huh.
somehow as a friend, and
You want to
somehow
be a moderate
moderate.
father.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Great.
Okay.
But let me remind you of something. You know, in English, native people say "in my
Mhm.
opinion" and say "in my view." So, in my idea is something that we Iranians say, and it is not native. Okay, so try to use "in my opinion" or "in my view."
Thank you very much for your
You're
opportunity.
welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, dear Rasha, do you consider yourself as a self-confident person?
No, I don't, because in my concerts, I have stress, and I have stress, and I think I can't do it. I can't get get a best concert, and all times I get a best, but the at the another concerts I have a stress again, and like this all
Mhm.
of my concerts.
But I think you're really self-confident. Let me ask others. Mohsen, do you think Rasha is a self-confident girl or not? And consider she's 10 years old.
Of course, she is a self-confident person. Maybe if I was at the age of herself, I could not communicate with people that are older than me, but
Exactly.
she's in our group, and she tries to be better and better. So it's I think she's a absolutely self-confidence person.
Thank you. Thank you for your compliment. Uh,
Thanks.
actually,
You're welcome.
actually, she is my cousin's daughter, and I love her very much. And as I told her many times, I wish to have a daughter like her in the future. Mr. Puya, what do you think? Do you think she is a confident girl? You are muted, Mr. Puya. You are muted.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Yes, I'm sure. As Mr. Mohsen said, Russia is absolutely self-confident because she speaking English in the age of 10, and
At the age.
at the age of 10, and she is in a group, and she speak English confidently.
Thank you for your compliment. That's kind of you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay, Rasha, so please be confident. Maybe concerts are different, and I'm sure that you get better in your concerts as well. Mr.
I
Mehdi,
have
are
a
you?
stress. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
I
No
have
problem.
a stress because my friends, for example, do get a bad concert, and I stress to be don't be like them.
Mm. For sure, I'm sure that you are the best. Maybe your friends are good, but you are the best. Don't worry. Mr. Mehdi, are you
Thanks.
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
I think if I'm not making a mistake, you said that you have a daughter. Yeah?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm
He's
a
single.
single boy, I'm a happy boy.
Yeah. You're single?
Yeah, there is
Oh,
an idiom. Are you happy or
I
married?
know.
No,
I know. Are you happy or are you happy or married?
I'm happy. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe that was another Mehdi. Excuse me. I wanted to ask you, do you consider yourself as a self-confident father? So it is not correct. Let me ask you another. You said that you mentioned one way to boost our confidence, and that was gaining more and more information. Yeah. Is there any other way to be more self-confident?
Definitely yes. I think every person at the first should try to discover or should try to find out about some mental issues. Some mental issues or some bad attitudes. Okay, that some people have. For example, I think if we discover those bad attitudes and after that try to solve them, definitely we can be self-confident or we can boost our confidence. For example, I don't know how I can say it or explain it, but I think in most cases there aren't uh, any obstacles that people don't be confident. Okay, and just some people have convinced them they have some issues or problems, and in fact, as I said, it's better to say they have psychological issues in their life, and I think if they can solve them, if they can get rid of those issues, definitely they can boost their self-confidence. I know some people who can speak English well. When I encourage them to teach in English institutions, they tell me, no, we couldn't because it's difficult and we don't know enough information. We are not knowledgeable enough. It's so wrong, because they don't believe their abilities, so if they can overcome these attitudes, definitely they can boost their confidence.
Uh-huh. Thank you very much. Mr. Mehdi, please think a little bit about self-esteem and the difference between self-confidence and self-esteem. Again, I will come to you. Thank you.
Okay,
Mr.
you're welcome.
Mohsen, what is the definition of self-esteem and what is its difference with self-confidence?
I think self-esteem, it means that you feel good about yourself, but self-confidence, the definition of self-confidence is that you trust about your own abilities and your qualities. And if I remember Mrs. Monroe, an actress of Hollywood. She is a great actress in Hollywood. Her abilities in performing was so high, and she has a lot of abilities, but she herself did not like herself. So we can say that she had a she had a high self-confidence in spite of low self-esteem. If I was right about the meaning of these two issues.
Yeah, something like this. Really, she didn't like herself. Why?
I don't know because I read it. I read it in a magazine near
Uh-huh.
5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
There are a lot of people who believe that they have a good quality or a lot of skill, but they did, but in a in their mental or they in their inner critic, they did not believe. That they are they did not like their self.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it is related to self-esteem. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You, Mohsen, please think about the ways that we can boost our self-confidence and self-esteem both. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Puya, what is the difference between self-esteem and self-confidence?
I'm not sure, but I think self-confidence is that you're sure that you can do things well. But self-esteem is respecting yourself and you do not do some cheap things and
Cheap,
you cheap I mean low
trivial.
you don't
You can say
yes you don't
trivial, trivial.
trivial trivial and you and don't let yourself to do something that in that social and other people do not like them, and this is the I think this is the self-esteem, but I'm not sure the exact difference between self-esteem and self-confidence. I'm sure about the meaning of self-confidence, but I'm not sure about the meaning of self-esteem.
What is the meaning of self-confidence?
Self-confidence, I said that being sure that you can do things well
Uh-huh. You
and
can do things well.
and
Believe in
take
yours.
yes and taking risk to achieve your goals.
Uh-huh. This is self-confidence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. And which one is more important in life?
I think both of them are important, but yeah, both of them are, and self-esteem. I think it's when you have have self-esteem, you can have self-confidence too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, at first self-esteem, and then you can have self-confidence. Self-confidence is for achieving your goals and for future. But self-esteem is something that is important for humanity and for having a good manner in the social and in public.
Mhm. Yes, and I think maybe self-esteem is or could be more important in our personal lives, not, for example, our, our job or I think self-esteem is more important in our personal life. For example, among our family or in marriage and something like this.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Dear Rasha, I wanted to tell you something. You know, when you want to say that, Mr. Puya, you want to go?
No, one of my friends have come here, and I'm after class. I want to introduce him to you to evaluate him and to he is interested in our method and join us.
Very good. Yeah, you can join. You can join. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, dear Rasha, let me tell you something. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. When you wanted to say your sentence, you said that when I go to my concert, I have a stress. Yeah. Dear, this sentence is a translation from Farsi to English. So when you want to say this sentence, you should say when I go to my concert or when I want to perform in a concert, I feel stressed out or I am stressed out. Okay, not I have a stress. Stressed out. I am stressed out. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Rasha, do you know the meaning of self-esteem?
Yes, I read about it today.
Very good. What is that?
I think self-esteem, it's like we don't we for example, we don't how can I say, sometimes we're
Rasha, do you want to think about that?
yes, I forget what I should say.
Think about that, Rasha. And after this, I will ask Mehdi, and then I come back to you. You should tell us the definition of self-confidence and self-esteem, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Mehdi,
Yeah.
you tell us, what do you think? What is the difference between self-esteem and self-confidence, and which one is more important?
I believe there is a direct connection between both of them. If you believe, self-esteem is related to your abilities. So if you believe to your abilities, so definitely you will be sure that you can do your jobs well. At the first, it is important to believe your abilities. You should believe these truths that you are good knowledge, you are good enough that you can do a job. Now, in fact, when you believe your abilities, so I think it's oh my God, forget the right word again. It leads, okay, it leads to self confidence.
Yeah. Thank you very much. What can we do in order to boost our confidence in presentations, or, for example, in making speeches?
Making
Speeches.
speeches. I think it depends on the occasion or situation. I know I can make a general a rule or a way for boosting. But if I ask if you are asking if sorry if you ask me about, for example, boosting our self-confidence for giving or making speech in English language, I think one of the best way is consider yourself in that occasion. In fact, it's something that I do it every day. I consider myself as a great speaker, okay, and
You
I
imagine
imagine,
that? You
yeah, yeah,
imagine that?
yeah, every day, I imagine it, and so I'm consider myself, as I said, as a great speaker, and I start speaking for a large population, many people, you know, and it helps
Really?
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in reality, or in your imagination, you speak to
Uh,
many people.
no, in fact, I did it in reality too, you know.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. One day in the past, I was invited to a competition, English competition, and I was a referee. And before starting, uh, they asked me to give, okay, to make a speech, and I did it. It was for the first time, and I wasn't ready for it. But because it's not good to say, but sometimes I consider myself as I consider myself that I'm a number one teacher, okay, number one English teacher in my area. So it gives me, it helps me to believe my ability, believe my knowledge. That's
Yeah, thank you. For
it.
sure you are. And again, I'm more curious to see you. When you say that I'm number one teacher, when you talk to a voice, you imagine something. For example, do you know Mr. Mehran in our group? Mr.
uh,
Mehran.
I'm
He is
not.
absent. He is absent tonight. But when first Mr. Mehran joined us for 2 or 3 nights, he was just by his voice. After some nights, he promised us to appear in the class. After that, I understood that my imagination of his voice was different from his appearance. So now I try to imagine your face, but it is not easy.
Tell me, let me tell you truth. When I go to if I want to go to some English institutions to teach English for the first time, I think it's so common that a supervisor ask you or interviews with you, with any new English teachers. So I know I speak in a way that he or she, okay, won't interview with me at all.
Uh-huh.
Because I speak in a way. For example, I'm ready. You can ask me any question. I
Uh-huh.
don't need any time, and yeah. So I don't. I can. I present myself in a way that yeah, he or she doesn't want, or she's not eager anymore to speak or to interview.
Very good.
Yeah, it's a kind of trick. Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Mohsen, have you ever had any presentation or speech?
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes yes. What are your tricks?
Excuse me, please ask your question again.
Okay. I said that if you are confident in making
Okay.
speeches, what are your tricks? And, or for example, what have you done before to be confident for speaking in public?
Okay. As I believe, confidence comes from the knowledge and practice, and you should try hard to conquer your presentation. And just I myself write the keywords when I want to have a speech, and I do my speech one times in my imaginary, and then when I want to do it in front of the other people, it's more easier for me to do it. But if your question is how to boost my confidence, I think first of all, you should acknowledge yourself. You should accept yourself as a presenter, or as our friend Mehdi said, you should visualize yourself as you want to be. You should be a presenter in your dream, and you think like a presenter. So after some days, you will be a successful presenter.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, nice tricks. Good. Rasha, are you ready?
Yes, I do.
Okay, tell us.
I think this means you believe yourself and you think you can do it some things, and it's that
You
I
believe in
can't.
yourself. You believe
Yes,
in yourself and you believe in your abilities.
yes, and it's like you like yourself.
Yeah, when you like yourself means you have a good level of self-esteem.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Have you ever spoken to many people? Have you ever spoken in public?
Yes. One day I give a speech in my school
Uh-huh.
for a first time, and it's very bad. I talk very
It was.
bad.
It was.
It was very bad, and talk very bad, and I'm sad.
You were sad. Yeah.
Yes, I very sad, and
What was the subject? What was your speech about?
I speak about girls or and romance. How can the what can what works woman can do, and something like this.
Russia, women? No, women.
Women, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you very much. But I hope in your in future presentations, in your future speeches, you will be really great. I believe in you. Thank you very much. Mr. Fuya, your turn. Have you ever had the speech in public?
Yes, because of my job, I always have speeches for my co-workers or for the employees from the other administrations.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because I am an employee for government, and
Oh, very good.
yes, because of
Yeah,
that,
you have to manage, I think you have to manage some meetings.
yes, I have to manage some meetings, and I can say I have at least 3 or 4 meetings every week. So I have to be ready for all the meetings, and I have to have some speeches.
Oh,
And
very good.
today was one of them, because I now I am in the in an official mission in Tehran. Uh,
You
and
are in Tehran?
yes, I
Oh,
am.
very.
Yes, last night and tonight I am in Tehran, because I'm in a mission now, and tomorrow morning I will
You
come
are
back.
on emission, on
Yes,
emission.
yes, I'm on a mission, and tomorrow morning I will come back to Bojor.
Very good, very good. So, and are you a good manager in meetings?
I hope I hope.
Can you can you
Yes,
manage the discussion? Can you manage the can you manage the meeting really well?
yes, because I think it's about 13 years that I'm a manager. So
Oh, very.
during these years, I learned to how to manage a meeting.
Oh, yeah. It is your experience. It is one of your
Yes,
experiences. That's
yes.
great. Thank you very much.
You're
Okay,
welcome.
it is the end of our discussion. I want you all, if there is something, add please. If there is not, we can say goodbye and wish each other a nice night. Is there anything to say?
No, thank you very much. And we
Thank you.
had a great night and a great discussion. And
Yeah.
I think every night and every session, I get energy to continue this way
Yeah.
and
Like
continue
me.
all this. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is really attractive and nice for me too. Thank you.
Okay.
And let me, Mehdi, I'm sorry for interruption, but let me remind you that tomorrow night and Friday night we don't have any discussion, but see you on Saturday night.
Okay.
And from Saturday, your groups will be changed, and you will be with some new people.
And are you there or not?
I will be with some of you, but not all of you.
Oh, some of
For
us.
next week,
Okay.
yeah. Each
Write
week,
it on the Telegram channel until we understand.
yeah, we will write your names, and we will let you know your groups. But I think it is really exciting to have different classmates.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Mehdi, say.
No, just I want, in fact, I was going to say, I wanted to give my opinion on Mohsen's words speech, in answering uh, your last question, he used nice vocabulary, knowledge, and visualize, and it was so
Yeah,
great.
visualize. Yeah, I like that.
Visualize, yeah, yeah, acknowledge and visualize, and it was so great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a great weekend and bye for now. Mr. Puya, do you want to talk to me?
No, no. After class, maybe chat because one of my friends, my coworkers, is here and he wants to join join us. And after class, we will talk or we chat. It is not a problem. And
Yeah.
I'm going to just introduce him to join the class.
So, do you want me to stay here?
No, no. We can just chat
By chatting.
by chatting. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, have a great weekend. So, I
Thank
hope
you.
I can see you on Saturday. Have a nice weekend.
So,
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. Have a nice
Goodbye.
weekend.
Thank you, you too. Goodbye. Bye.